Hi, Doug Jones here at Mortgage Magic. I do purchase money loans all over the state of California. And sometimes I've never met the customer. Many times I've never met the realtor. Many times I've never even been in the area where the customer's buying. But I still do loans all over the state. And we're always successful. But I want to tell you, if you're buying a property and you're, say, buying out of the area and you don't know the realtor and you're going to drive in that area and you're going to meet a realtor for the first time, and maybe it's the realtor who's got the house listed, then one of the things you want to do is you want to protect yourself when making the offer. Now, if you know the realtor, that realtor is going to protect you. But if you don't know the realtor, you're not sure sometimes. And you got to remember, a realtor who's listing the house is being paid by the seller. You got to remember that all the time. They will represent you, but they're actually being paid by the seller. And what I want to tell you is, now I get a call. And I'll give you a situation. I get a call and they say, hey, look, I want to go buy a house, look at a house this weekend. I need a pre-approval letter. I'd like to take it up and I'm going to maybe make an offer. Well, so I do the quick work. I do a credit report. I get basic information. And then I see, okay, there might be a problem. So the customer still wants to go, still wants to maybe make an offer, and I've got to overcome the problem. So what I'm going to do in this case, I'm going to write a pre-qual versus a pre-approval. To me, a pre-approval means I've got a full application. I've already got that application to the bank, or I've already got Fannie Mae approval, and that loan is completely approved. Now, the realtor may balk at that, but then I can tell them on the phone what I know and what the reason I'm doing it that way. But the customer, I believe that the buyers need to protect themselves also at all times. And there's some things they can do to protect you can do to protect yourself. And one is an earnest money deposit. You make an offer. The offer is accepted. And the offer says you will make a deposit, earnest money deposit, within 3 days, sometimes 1 day, and you'll make it for, say, $40,000. Well, here's the thing. And I don't want to kill a deal, and I don't want to be negative, but if you go into offer and you realize I got a big problem, if you don't make that earnest money deposit, that offer dies. Because that's part of the contract, that's part of the negotiation, that's part of the agreement. If you don't make that payment, the whole contract just dies. So that's one way to get out. And this is what you do. You have to have a way to get out of a contract in case you're not completely perfect going in. You don't have the perfect loan approval, you don't have some things in place, and you're acting fast because you think you need to act fast. Another thing is loan contingency. Right now, most of the loans where I am in the Bay Area are without a loan contingency. In this situation, it would be unwise to make an offer, I don't care what the realtor says, to make an offer without a loan contingency, because loan contingency is a way out. What you're saying is, I'm making the offer on this property, I have a loan contingency, and I have 14 or 17 days to get the loan approved. Then if there's a problem, you get the opportunity to back out, and your money that you put in the earnest money deposit is not at risk. So that's a way out. So those are two biggies. Like I say, I'm writing a letter as a pre-qual. You can protect yourself if you realize right away that there's a problem by not making the earnest money deposit, and you can protect yourself by not putting a no loan contingency on there, by keeping the loan contingency. You can do the same thing with the appraisal. If you suspect that there might be a problem meeting full value on the appraisal, you can do the same thing. Now, I also do real estate, so I'm not trying to talk you out of a real estate transaction. I'm not trying to talk anybody. I want all real estate transactions to go successfully and happy and completely. But if you're buying out of the area and you're not sure and you're rushed for time, you need to protect yourself. So make sure you're dealing with a mortgage loan officer who can protect you, who's aware, and you're dealing with a realtor who can protect you. You still want to get a contract, but protect yourself. I'm Doug Jones. I'm with Mortgage Magic. There's my NMLS number, and you can always reach me by email. My name, Doug Jones, 95126 @gmail.com. Thanks.